Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fournette, a first down carry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Fournette running out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Duvernay, 44 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's got his man on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, Jacobs. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Counter play with Jacobs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 29 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen's throw is complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 27, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Running right, this is Spiller.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On the counter, it's Gainwell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Allen.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick.